So from 76 to 79, Kiss become the biggest band in the world. You still hold the record for most gold albums by any band. You sold over 100 million records worldwide. You've toured the world dozens of times. And now it's coming to an end, the touring. How do you feel about that? How do you really feel about that?
I really feel proud. The best part was when I ran into my buddy Paul Stanley, who we continued to have this astonishing relationship. And I've always been so sad when Lennon, McCartney, and Jagger and Richards started, backbiting. I mean, even Cain and Abel didn't get along so well. It was always so sad to me. But Paul and I have this resilient, sort of the brother I never had kind of a thing. And we don't agree on very much at all. But there's an abiding admiration and respect for the talent that he has that I will never have, and hopefully the piece of the puzzle that I bring to it that he doesn't have.
Yeah, no question.
So that 1 and 1...
You have an amazing chemistry.
It works. 1 and 1 is 3. You don't know everything. I don't. And when you meet somebody that's a sort of kindred spirit, you can run and be bigger than you ever were. And at any rate, to cut to the chase, all good things have to come to an end, and you have to have the self-respect and pride, that's a big word, and the love of the fans to know when the hell it's time to get off that stage.
Do you see a lot of bands who just who go on too long?
Look at that. That wasn't so long ago. Don't remember where that was.
This is in your farewell tour, yeah?
Yes, it is, but all the shows are like that. Just insane.
But do you see other bands go on too long?
They go too long.
Yeah.
And it's tough to give it up, you know, this kind of admiration, this godlike.
I would love this.
And but at any rate, when you still look good, when you still have the physicality it takes to do that, get off the stage. By the way, it goes for boxers too. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, who's a friend, and so on. These are the greats of all time. And you've got to know when it's time to get out.
You don't know when to leave the party, right? I think Sinatra said that.
You must, yeah.
So I got an insight into your marketing genius when we both appeared on Celebrity Apprentice back in 2008 with Donald Trump, obviously, was the host. But what I remember most with my first insight into you as a businessman was we were told to do a hot dog challenge. We literally had to sell hot dogs from a stand in Midtown Manhattan, actually outside the Fox building.
Now, just a second. Trump did not mention a stand. All he said was sell hot dogs.
That's true. That's true. Which is why I'm going to come to your bit of genius. So we were deliberating as a group whether to charge $10 or $100 for our dogs. You picked your phone up and called a mate and said, "Will you give me $5,000 for a hot dog?"
10.
Was it 10? And he said, OK. And then you said to me, I'll never forget this, you said, it's not the vacuum cleaner that gets sold. It's the way the salesman sells the cleaner. And I've remembered that ever since.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that's really the essence of where marketing takes a business and explodes it, right?
Well, if you can assess, and everything is about an assessment, you know, where you go, what road to take, and so on. If you understand that it's not how many units you sell, but how much money you make, then it isn't always about units sold. It's about, I'd rather sell 1 Rolls Royce than 20 Volkswagens, right? So it's not how many units, it's how much money can I make? And the rules were very clear. I was listening. Sell hot dogs, didn't say where or when or all that stuff. And you can't call people you're in business with. So I just called people I knew, and I said, this is for charity. I'm not going to get any of the money. Give me $10,000. I made a few of those calls. In the very first phone call, we beat the female team.
We did.
Because it was
with
males.
one call, with one dog. Because actually you understood how to play the game, which was brilliant.
Hold on. But who won?
Well, I won, obviously. But you know how I won? Because I watched what you did, I listened to what you said, and I thought, yes. And I then hit my Rolodex, and I then got a lot of other people who came to help me in the same way, particularly in the final, actually. It was very interesting.